5 years ago, when I was editor of Charisma, I wrote this article. I'm going to read it to you. It's short. It's titled, When You Can't Trust Anyone Around You. And there was all kind of stuff going on. And I really, literally felt like I could not trust anyone around me. And I sent it in to one of the other editors that was on the team to post this. I wrote it, they posted them. So, and he contacted me. He said, "Are you okay?" He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "No, you're one I can't trust. You're one of them." He was one of them. Here's the article. It says, "I'm a trusting person. I don't throw discernment out the window when I encounter new people, but neither do I enter into new relationships with suspicion. Essentially, I choose to believe the best, to take people at their word, to give people the benefit of the doubt until they give me a reason not to. Most of the time, this mindset lays a foundation for strong, trusting relationships. Sometimes, though, you get blindsided by someone you thought you could trust. Still, I'd rather operate with an open, discerning heart than a closed, suspicious soul. I believe this is God's will for our lives. All that said, there are times when it comes painfully apparent that you can't trust anyone around you, or at least you've discovered you can't trust most of the people around you, and you aren't entirely sure about the rest. What do you do when it seems like everything you say can and will be used against you for someone else's advancement? How do you respond when people you've stood by, opened doors for, displayed loyalty to, betray your trust and stab you in the back in the name of having your back? If you're still reading this article, clearly you can relate. You've been stunned by the revelation that you can't trust the people around you. You've been deeply disappointed by people you thought were standing with you. What do? I found myself in this sort of perilous situation more than once. Sometimes it's because people's motives were never right to begin with, and I didn't pick up on it because I chose to believe the best. Other times it was because people change. People may start off with the best intentions towards you until the enemy finds something in them, whether it's personal ambition, fear of loss, or a demonic accusation against your character, and it pulls their strings like a puppet master. Still other times they think they can't trust you, and they decide to get you before you can get them. I've said it in the past, but it bears repeating. People outside your inner circle persecute and malign you, but they can't really betray you because betrayal implies trust. That brings me back to my original question. What do you do when you can't trust anyone around you? And again, what do you do when it seems like everything you say can and will be used against you for their own advancement? How do you respond when people you've stood by, opened doors for, and displayed loyalty to betray your trust and stab you in the back in the name of having your back? If you've been betrayed, you have to forgive. But if you're just discerning that you can't trust in the people around you, you have to lean on Psalm 37. Sometimes you need to emotionally detach, walk in love, and embrace Psalm 37 at a new level. The Holy Spirit once told me, trust in the Lord and do good. Listen into some of the rest of this psalm and let it encourage your heart. Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be jealous of those who do injustice, for they will quickly wither like the grass and fade like the green herbs. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and practice faithfulness. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Also trust in Him, and He will bring it to pass. He will bring forth your righteousness as the light and your judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret because of those who prosper in their way, because of those who make wicked schemes. Let go of anger. Forsake wrath. Do not fret. It surely leads to evil deeds. For evildoers will be cut off, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the earth. And really, when the Lord gave me that revelation, because I was really going through it. I was like still bleeding from 5 different places. And I'm like, and it was apparent. Everybody was jealous. Jealousy. The Bible says, who can stand before jealousy? People were jealous. I'm the editor. I didn't have to work in the office. I worked from my house. They all had to go in the office every day. They were jealous. I was making 6 figures. They were making less than half of what I was making and having to work. There was a lot of jealousy there. There was a lot of jealousy in ministry. There was a lot of jealousy. Everywhere I looked, it was like, and the Lord said, trust in the Lord and do good. Trust Him. When you can't trust anyone around you, you can still trust Him.